She was already pacing when I walked through the door at 1 a.m., her voice sharp enough to cut through the tequila still buzzing in my ears. I'd barely set my keys down before she was in my face, throwing words like daggers: how I never called, how I never cared, how I might as well not come home at all. I stood there, half drunk and half guilty, taking it, because honestly, I'd lost track of time at the bar. But then her phone lit up on the kitchen counter, vibrating with a message that made her flinch mid-rant. She tried to ignore it, but the screen stayed bright, and I saw his name, her boss, the one with the wedding ring he never took off. She snatched up the phone, but I caught the words as she read them, words that made my stomach twist. "Miss you. I need you tonight." Her hand shook, but she tried to play it cool, tossing the phone aside and hissing at me to listen when she spoke. The irony almost choked me. Here she was, tearing me apart for coming home late, while she was getting late-night confessions from a man who had more to lose than either of us. I wanted to explode, to demand the truth, but I just clenched my jaw and watched her pretend nothing happened. She went back to yelling, but her eyes darted to her phone every few seconds, like she was waiting for him to say something else. The whole fight felt staged, her anger, my guilt, the kitchen light flickering overhead. I realized then that we'd both been keeping secrets, both playing a game we couldn't win. She accused me of being selfish, irresponsible, but the words felt hollow, bouncing off the walls like echoes of fights we'd had 100 times before. By the end, she stormed off to the bedroom, phone clutched tight, leaving me alone with the silence and the sick feeling crawling up my throat. I didn't follow her. Instead, I sat in the dark, staring at the spot where she'd stood, wondering if I was angrier at her for cheating, or at myself for not being surprised. Maybe that was the real betrayal, not the messages or the lies, but the fact that somewhere along the line, I'd stopped believing either of us could be honest.